yetu, and today we have another practical session. Leo tutaenda kuangalia the transpiration inavyokuwa undergone kwenye plant. As we all know that transpiration, the movement of water through the plant, na kuna factors ambazo zina influence au factor ambazo zinasababisha transpiration kutokea. So the transpiration or the rate of transpiration depends on various factors ambayo ikiwepo carbon dioxide concentration, temperature, and the most important factor ambayo ni pressure. So today we are going to see or to detect the pressure ambayo inakuwa inatokea at a time wakati mmea unafanya transpiration, or by the time the plant is transpiring, right? So here is a setup. I'm going to show you how to set up all these things, and I'm using laptop. This is going to display our graphs, which shows the pressure or the rate of pressure. And here is the lab quest, a mean lab quest, right? This mean lab quest, as I said earlier in previous experiment, that it doesn't have the screen, so that's why we are going to use our laptop. And as I told you, so before you start, you can open the app, Logger Pro app. You open there, this is the app. So whenever you're going to connect the lab quest here, you connect here your lab quest. As you can see, this goes up to there. So now we are going to set up our experiment. This is the gas pressure sensor we're going to use. So you can connect this, you can plug the gas sensor in here. You can choose this port, any port. Once you plug, you can see here, it's going to read the pressure. Maybe you didn't see, so you can do it one more time. So you can see the pressure is there. It shows now this is pressure as we plugged it, because this is the gas pressure sensor. So now another thing that we're going to do is to connect this pipe. We have this pipe that we're going to use, or a tube we're going to use. We're going to fill water in this tube using our syringe. So we take water from these beakers and we're going to fill this tube. And these are Todd clamps. We're going to just put it in here. As you can see, and put it in here. Todd clamp very clearly. It should be upper because we're going to clamp our gas sensor. And this is another Todd clamp. We're going to put it in here. Can put it in another side. I'll be back. And it should be down the gas sensor. In here we're going to place our plant here later on. So for that, the beaker should be in here. And now we're going to fill water in this tube. So let's take our water here. I think you know how to do it. You can take any volume. Well, so this is our water, right? As you can see, it's our water. So now we're going to fill this water in this tube. Remember, we have clamped it well so that the water not to flow, right? So we're gonna allow the water into this. Make sure that it has well been clamped. Okay, so now we can allow the water to go. By doing so, make sure you do it very carefully in order to avoid any bubbles in this tube. So you can see here, it's like it is not going anymore. So as you can see very close here, Okay, then you close. Well, so you can see we have already allowed the water to enter the tube. We have already done with filling water, so now we are going to use the razor blade to do a fresh cut of this tree. We're going to cut very freshly here. Clearly. So we are going to use this fresh cut and we're going to place it in here once we remove our syringe, right? So we remove the syringe, then we put this one. Remember, when you are going to put that, you should avoid bubbles. So taking it out. So use the right diameter, make sure that put it in the right diameter so that to avoid air bubble. Well, so it is clear now. We have already placed. Let me take tissue here so that we can clean it. Now you are going to connect this to your gas sensor. As you can see here, connect it here. Make sure that you connect it very well. You're done. And now we have this something like this. See that because we have already allowed the water here to go, so you can come and see now. It is. We'll find out. After some minutes, so you can. That shows now it has begun to collect the data. So it's going to show us this plant is transpiring. That's the data collection, and it is going to draw the graph. After some minutes, we will come and see what has been done in this setup. So you can see the whole setup of what we have done there. This is not useful here. You can take it out. So we have syringe. Okay, well, because the transpiration process is still going on over there, and here these will be your result, and this will be the graph that you're going to use to interpret your answers or your results that you have gotten. So this is all about using gas sensor, gas pressure sensor, to know the rate of transpiration of any plant that you can use. So thank you so much for being with us. Now tunakualika kwenye another coming practical that will be, I think, on tomorrow. We're going to give you another series. So you're welcome and enjoy class.